What's happening, traders? Welcome to another video. It's Emmanuel from Livefree, and today we're going to be diving into a concept that transformed my trading, not just because it made me more money, but because it actually simplified my trading. And that concept is the concept of liquidity. We're going to be talking about what it is, how to understand it, liquidity sweeps, and how to implement it into your overall trading. Because if you asked me when I first started trading, I would have told you that trading is random. But what you start to realize with this concept is the market isn't actually random. The market does specific things at specific times. And that's why this concept is so powerful. So ladies and gentlemen, in this video, I will break it all down to you and strip all the noise, keep it simple. Let's waste no time. Let's jump straight into it. So the very first place to start as you're trying to understand liquidity, what it is and how you can spot it in the market, identify liquidity sweeps and so on. We got to go back to the foundational aspect of liquidity and strip out all the noise. So liquidity in itself, it sounds pretty big, right? It sounds like, okay, what is liquidity? You could see here pending orders, blah, blah, blah. But at the core of it, liquidity is a representation of the one thing that governs the market, that is responsible for any market that you trade, whether it is FX, whether it is crypto, whether it is stocks. Liquidity is the only reason that market exists. And now liquidity in its base form is simply money. When money flows into an asset, it becomes liquidity. If a financial institution decides to put in $2 billion into a currency or gold, for example, that turns into liquidity that flows into a market and it's going to move the market. So as a retail trader, when I was coming in, if you had asked me what moved the market when I first started trading, and with the education I was getting, I would tell you, well, the market moves down, hits a level of support, and it moves back up, and hits a level of resistance, and it moves back down. These are the foundational knowledge that most traders usually get, and I got. So I thought support, resistance, that's what moved the market. But ladies and gentlemen, liquidity is what moves the market. Money, it's simple, it's straightforward. But in financial terms and in trading words, vocabulary, we call that liquidity. So when liquidity flows into the market, what does it turn into? Liquidity turns into orders. You have pending orders, you have resting orders. You can also say even market execution, but these are all orders, stop loss orders, take profit orders, exits, everything. It turns into liquidity. So it's really important that you understand this aspect of it because this is the core of it. So after you understand what liquidity actually is, the next question that you're going to be asking yourself is, where does liquidity reside? And this is one question that I had to ask myself because I'm like, okay, now how do I spot areas of liquidity? Liquidity is usually residing at the high and at the low. So right here, you have the high point. This is going to be liquidity that's residing right here. Liquidity is also going to be residing right here. Liquidity is also going to be residing right here. These are highs. Some of them are major highs, minor highs, minor highs. But there is always a high that liquidity will be residing above, and there will always be a low that liquidity is residing below. So the highs and lows become the area of interest. As a retail trader, those are the main focus because the market is engineered to grab the liquidity. That's its main objective. It's either trying to grab the liquidity at the low or it's trying to grab the liquidity at the high. And this is where you have both sides coming into the market. You have buyers and you have sellers. And when buyers come into the market, their main focus is to target the highs. You can see that the liquidity above here gets targeted, and that's how they continue. So when buyers are targeting the high, they leave the lows alone. So instinctively, you see that the market right here is targeting the high. So you turn your focus over to the next high. So we're gonna place our drawing tool here just to keep it as precise as possible because liquidity allows you to understand where the market is reaching for. And that's one of the biggest game changer it had in my personal trading. So for instance, taking a look at this market right now, we can kind of see in terms of the market structure that we have, the market is making higher highs and higher lows. Instinctively, buyers are coming into the market. They're targeting the highs right here, and they're targeting the highs right here. The lows, which would be right here, Let's see if the market reaches for it. But usually what happens is price continues to move and target further highs. So right here, we see price coming back. Beautiful. So you see that the market starts to aim for the high. So liquidity pretty much allows you to anticipate where the market is reaching for. So if you're trying to understand where liquidity lives at the high and at the low. Let's take a look right here for a seller's example. So you can kind of see right here, this would be sellers grabbing liquidity here. Let's take a look at a little bit more of a seller's market. So right there. So take a look right here. When sellers are coming into the market, their main focus is the lows, the liquidity right here. Right, that's a terrible drawing here. We're just gonna use this line. You can see this right here would be a representation of a sell side liquidity, right? This is sellers targeting the lows. So right here and even right here. These are areas of liquidity that are being targeted. So I want you to understand that liquidity is always residing at the high and it's always residing at the low. If buyers are in control, they're targeting the liquidity above. That's your main objective. That's where price is reaching for. That's where the algorithm is pushing the market. If sellers are in control, the algorithm is going to be moving price towards the downside. It's gravitating towards the areas of liquidity. It has the highest probability of taking out the low. So keep that in mind. So we've gone over what liquidity is, how you can identify it, where it lives. The next thing is liquidity sweep. That's something that you're going to hear often, you're going to see often. Now, liquidity sweep is simple. It is when an area of liquidity is taken out or price taps into an area of liquidity. As we know, liquidity resides at the high and at the low. When sellers are dominating, they focus on the low. The areas of liquidity here would be an area. You can also look left as well. You can also find other areas of liquidity that you can possibly target. This could be one. This would be a liquidity sweep when the market is reaching for those areas. But what we're going to do here is we're going to focus on just this section here, just to give you a better perspective. So what liquidity sweeps are is when the market starts to reach for areas of liquidity. So in this example, sellers are dominant. Now, let's see what happens. We see a little bit of that buying pressure come in, buyers come in, and right here, boom. So this right here would classify as a liquidity sweep. Buyers have now stepped in and done something that sellers usually won't let them do if they're dominating. So this tells you right now that we have a little bit of a shift, and that's the start of a sweep. So we have a liquidity sweep right here. Price has grabbed the liquidity right here. And this right here is where stop loss are going to be placed, take profit are going to be placed, even an entry pending orders, a resting order to be a buyer could also be placed. So there's a lot of liquidity residing at this level. So this will classify as a liquidity sweep. But it's also important for you to understand one major component of being able to identify areas of liquidity or even a liquidity sweep is the highs and the lows. So it's important to understand that a high is classified as one candle. Let's just do this right here, terrible drawing. One candle in the middle that is higher than two candles, and you have these two candles right here. So this would be classified as a high. You need three candlestick formation, one candle in the middle that is higher than the candle to the left, and one candle in the middle that is higher than the candle to the right. This is essentially if you're trying to map out, okay, where is a high? How can I identify a high? Because that's where liquidity lives. This is the formation you need to follow, and you can see that right here. One candle that is higher than the candle to the left and the candle to the right. Same thing here, one candle in the middle that is higher than the candle in the left and the candle to the right. Now for sells, you're going to reverse that. So it would be for the seller's market, one candle in the middle that is lower than the candle to the left and the candle to the right. So just keep that in mind. But when we are talking about liquidity sweep in general, what we're essentially referencing are areas where price starts to reach for and when they clear out an area of liquidity. So now you understand liquidity, what it is, and what liquidity sweeps are. Now, how can you utilize this in your trading? The very first thing is high volume time. Liquidity comes into the market at specific times of the day. This changed everything for me because I was trading at random times of the day when there was no liquidity. But when you understand that liquidity is going to come during specific hours, one, the New York session will bring in a lot of liquidity, the London session, the Asian session. These three sessions will bring in liquidity in specific hours. Each session is about 8 hours, but liquidity is going to come in at specific time of those sessions. The New York session from 7:30 to about 11 because it's paired with the London session. That's when you're going to see a lot of liquidity. The London session, you're going to see the most liquidity during 2 a.m. Eastern time to about 5 a.m. Eastern time. And then with the Asian session, it's about 7 p.m. Eastern time till like 10 p.m. Eastern time, right? So these are kill zones time. That's when you're going to see an influx of liquidity coming into the market. And once you identify, okay, this is a high liquidity time, it puts you in a very high probability time of day. So if the market is going to grab the liquidity above the high, you understand that the algorithm is reaching for the highs now, right? Because buyers are coming into the market. So this high is going to be the next area of liquidity. And then you can also map out this high if buyers continue to do that. So you know where price is reaching for. So it's no longer about, oh my God, trying to predict the market. It's now you're able to anticipate where price is reaching for based on this simple concept, the fact that it's just grabbed the liquidity above this high. So your job now is to look for an entry opportunity. And you can kind of see this right here. Okay, we have the market creating a little bit of that high now and high low. It's likely going to be reaching for here. So basically what you can do now is you can set an order, boom, 1-to-1. Let's just say you can place something a little bit lower here and see if the market is going to be reaching for this next area of liquidity. Based on the fact that it took out this one, there's a strong likelihood it's going to clean this area of liquidity, and it's going to clean this area of liquidity as well. So let's see here. So beautiful. So what we see there is the market clears this area of liquidity, continues to move, and look at the magic right here, guys. It grabs this area of liquidity and it quickly pulls back. So this is something that's going to be very common when price sweeps an area of liquidity. It often creates a little bit of a reset. If it's a minor area, it will be a minor reset. If it's a major area, it could be a major reset, which is a pullback. So right here, we had a little bit of a minor pullback with the sweep, and then price continued moving up. And now you know that the market is gravitating towards this next area of liquidity. So we're going to be taking our profit over at that level here. So right there, we can see the market doing this thing, and boom. So price, take profit, hit. Let's see what price decides to do afterwards. Okay, now we get a little bit of a pullback, right? So this is liquidity sweep. And when you understand this, you know when to take profit, you know when you should manage something, take something off the table, you know where the market is reaching for, when to be a buyer and when to wait. Because now, if the market is right here, about to take out this area of liquidity, you know it's a minor high. So the likelihood that price is going to take it out and pull back is quite high. So it's truly important. And it gives you that perspective of when you should get in, when you should wait, and how to actually time the market. And that's the video, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank you guys for watching. Hope you found this video insightful. Remember, don't just take my word for it. Take it to the chart, because that is truly how you start to understand it for yourself. If you want to take your trading to the next level, be sure to check out the links down below. And I look forward to seeing you in our next video. God bless. I hope you're out there living free. Peace.